meantime, these are the two suspects arraigned earlier today. The guys arrested.
And how they're going to live their lives in the future and how they're going to look at the past.
So Peter, do you think
hold on a second. For example, Afro, I think, comes kind of from the 70s. But then again, there's other styles, like the greased up hair, when they actually use grease. And I'm not totally sure where that comes from. Whether or not it's from the 20s or from the... It's definitely not from the 60s, I don't think.
Well,
the 60s sort of... We're taking this very seriously. Yeah, please don't interrupt. The 60s sort of had the mod hairstyle, which I believe evolved into the sort of greased back look of the 70s. But Peter, what you're saying is you think it maybe came more from the 20s? Yeah, I really think it came from the 20s.
It sounds to us like you aren't taking this seriously. You want to talk about how you
guys have any haircut questions for us?
What do you think about what happened yesterday?
You're going to get one. That's a very good question. Thank you. I think my dreadlocks are pretty nice, and they're going to keep growing for a little while. And maybe they'll reach my knees or something. I don't know. I'm getting sort of more due to get a haircut. Getting my bangs now.
I've advised them not to talk about what happened.
How do you feel right now?
I feel like my hair is pretty perfect, but altogether I want to redirect this onto the topic of haircuts in the 70s because I want to educate myself about it a little bit more than I know already.
We saw them last week in court. We've seen their appearance now.
What other haircuts are there?
Prosecutors
there's the 60s. Yeah, I really like the one where the hair sort of curls around to the front. Oh yeah, that's very cool.
They've taken the case very seriously.
Comments at that microphone. Here's Michael Ritz, the attorney.
Have they been advised to act like they're not taking this seriously?
We're taking this very seriously. We've already
What was it like to spend around? There was a widespread panic and disruption to commuters yesterday, and it cost them nearly $1 million to Boston.
Yeah, I really feel like we're not getting the feedback that we need. We're not getting the feedback that we need from you guys. If you really want to talk to us, please talk to us about the topic. I'm very disappointed.
More suitable for the comedy channel. What was it like to spend
last night in jail?
That's not a hair question. I'm sorry.
What are you disappointed? People want apologies?
That's also not a hair question.
Did you feel like you were alone in court today because Turner didn't bring anyone?
That's also not a hair question.
Mr. Rich, you're embarrassed.
We saw these guys going to court earlier today, and they had smiles on their faces. And a performance artist is what the attorney says there.
That's your call.
Are you afraid that if you go to prison, you'll get your hair cut?
That's a very good question. I think the laws in this country are still pretty comfy as to that. I think they will, whatever happens, I feel like my hair is safe at the moment. So any other hair questions are definitely welcome. Hair today, gone tomorrow.
Do you worry that any sympathy for overreaction that people might have is being wasted right now? And people might be sympathetic thinking the authorities overreacted and you're treating this like a joke. Is there any worry that you'll waste that sympathy?
What I'm hearing right now is whether or not the Beatles' hairstyle, did it actually go into the 70s, or was it all stuck in the 60s? Did it abruptly end? And when did the hippie blonde hairstyle come to be? And what was with this mohawk and these
none of this may play well with the judge when they're back in court. Back in court at the beginning of March. March 7th is the next court date. They were charged earlier today for disorderly conduct and also placing a hoax device. That's Peter Burdovsky, age 27. Sean Stevens, age 28. Released on $2,500 cash bond, posted by each. Some friends came to the rescue earlier today.